Okay, so again I have to log in. I have to do power options in this one. Otherwise, keep log out. Okay, guys. Now we'll go to the group policy part. Okay, compulsory. It's already 5 o'clock. So this is how the group policy windows are look like kind of stuff. Okay. See, most of our so if it is look like 63 pages, but not required. So this is an important one. This is important. This is a notable one. Okay, so you have to note down this one compulsory and study 2 3 times. Study till you able to tell answer. Okay, group policy is a very powerful administrative tools. It does not contain anything answer in this one. This is an answer. Second point is an actually an answer. You have to tell like this. It group policies enforce various type of settings to large number of users and computers. Just for an example, guys, my voice is clear.
This conference will now be recorded.
Um, my voice is clear, right? Okay. So look at this one. What happened? This is my domain controller, and I have a lot of computers. For example, 50 computers, or maybe a 60 or 100 or 200 computers. To configure each and every computer one by one for a 5 computers or maybe a 10 computers or 20 computers are easy. Even though already I told in my our Pune we have a 30 computers are there. Not only in front of the everyone, also when people are doing a practical, I will sit in a backside. Mostly my practicals are is like that, I will tell directly step by step, so they have to do it if time is less. Otherwise I will show once, then I will tell do that one. So I will look at every computer from the back bench only. So for learning and teaching both, I choose back bench only. Okay. Hmm. Okay, if you are a student you should be in a back bench. If you are a trainer you should be in a front bench, but I choose both the time in a back bench only. So that happens. Okay, so whatever it is, how to deploy a Butler setting, maybe a desktop setting, maybe a Butler configuration, it may be a shutdown related configuration, or maybe user should not create a data on a his desktop. For example, just for an example, I am telling. Maybe my background, maybe I'm creating see lot of data I created on my desktop. So I can put a restriction like user should not create a data on anything on a desktop. Or maybe user always he cannot shut down the PC. He can log out, but he cannot shut down the PC. Or maybe user, I want to give a printer access for a particular group of users, particular users. Okay, particular state of users. Or maybe I want to give application access permission. Maybe a user required an application like that. So one by one PC we can go and verify for a simple size of part, um, size. Okay, but in a large size of organizations. Okay, a simple size organization like a 10 computers, 20 computers, 50 computers, maybe max 50. Also maybe you can do a little bit hard work and you can control it, but you cannot do these settings or enforce those settings. Either it is allow restrictions or maybe a deny kind of stuff, whatever it is. For more pieces increases, bigger organization size increases, you can't enforce the settings one by one piece. But we are in a domain, so we have a domain controller. In the domain controller, create a group policy. Okay, create a group policy. In this group policy, specify the settings. In the group policy, you have to specify the what settings you want to give to users or a computers. Okay, what settings you want to enforce, define the settings already there. You have to enable disable the settings or you have to give some parameters, then automatically it works. Okay, now once you create a group policy is nothing but a name. Group policy is just nothing but a empty, it's just a name only. But when you do settings, that settings will be is added to this group policy. For example, my group policy name is group policy 1. I link this group policy to a particular OU, OU1. Users in this OU, users, groups, computers in this OU will get these settings. Will get this settings. Either it is restriction or maybe it is allowed or maybe as a giving a special permission or maybe no access permissions, like that. Okay. Entire domain, entire all users in the domain including administrators and all people want to I want to put a setting. So what I will do, I'll create a group policy. For example, my group policy name is group policy 2. Okay, so and here in this group policy I'll make that setting. For example, printer related settings, I add a printer to this one, and printer information to group policies. A link to my domain. Under your domain, so many OUs are there, right? OUs are there, users are there, by default users are there, administrators are there, groups are there, computers are there. Everyone will affect with this policy. If you link to domain, if you link to OU, the OU content users, groups, and computers will get affected with the policy. Okay. If you link to the policy to the domain, so all users in the domain will get this policy settings. Okay. Another place is I create a group policy. For example, we are in a different districts, different states in India, right? So I'm in a Pune currently, some are in Madhya Pradesh, some are in Delhi, like that, right? So some are in Bangalore, some are in Hyderabad. Usually, like Ugadi is a festival for Andhra people, it is a new year festival. For Maratha people it is Gudi Padava, same day celebration, same day holiday, so no problem. If you take some holidays like Rakhi for a North people is mainly for a North people. It is very important festival. So the it is a one the cultural part, and for a South people it is optional part, because as a South Indian world customs, Rakhi is not there. So newly adopted one as a norm. Next one is Holi. Holi is south side we celebrate a Holi. Just we'll take a colors and put it on other faces or eggs or something, right? But it is an optional holiday only. It is not actually holiday or actually festival for South Indians. Okay, just as two festival I know. South Indian some festivals are there. Certain festivals of South Indian festivals not mandatory for a North people or all states people. For example, Ugadi, as I said. Ugadi, maybe Andhra, Telangana, and as well as Maratha people with a different name. One or two states only they are celebrating. But if you go to Kolkata, it is completely different. Kerala people, Onam festival is different dates, and our Ugadi in a different dates. Okay, so like that. Dasara, Sankranti main festival for uh, Andhra people or South Indian people only, not usually by north side they don't know what is Pongal. They call it is a Pongal, but actually it is Sankranti, Makara Sankranti. This is like, you know, it is geographical area wise it is there. For example, I create a group policy. All people who are in Hyderabad get a holiday, on a Ugadi. Okay, something. I create a policy, and that time no need to log in. Auto login is there. For example, I created a policy for Hyderabad people. How to put it? What is this Hyderabad here now, guys?
A
All are,
site.
yes, very good.
User.
Site. So I can link policy to site also. Site means is contains geographically the in the particular geographically what are the domain controllers, domain whatever it is there. I will add it to that site. I link the policy to the site only. So that is it. So again, this is a group policy. What is a group policy? So I want to enforce certain settings or various settings to large number of users and computer base. Very simple. Create a group policy. In the policy, do the settings and link the policy to OU, domain, or a site. So if you link the policy to the OU, then only the OU users, groups, and computers will get with the policy. Okay, those settings will be applied. Domain. So what is if you link the policy to the domain, all domain users, groups, computers will get affected with the policies. If you link the policy to the site, under the site, what are the domain controllers, the domain related domain controllers are there. So there are all those users, groups, computers will get affected with that settings or policies. So this is a group policy. I am removing it and I will write it again. So this group policy, why I'm writing a GPO means group policy object. We can link to OUs, domain, and site. So if you link to the site, all the site in the particular site, what are the users, groups, computers are there. In what are the domain it is. Everyone will affect with that settings. Okay, if you link the policy to the domain, that under the domain what are the OUs or default users or any users, groups, computers will affect with the policies. If you link the policy to the OU, okay, only OU users, groups, computers, resources will get the policies. Again, for a OU, I want to write like this. We created a OU, right? So developer OU. This is the main OU. Under this OU, I created a, Java OU, .NET OU, Python OU. Do you remember? So these are a sub OUs. For example, if I link the policy to Java, if I link the policy to the Java, only Java sub OU users, groups, and computers will affect the policies. If I link the policy to developer, all users, groups, computers in the developer OU and Java, .NET, Python, all are will get that settings. So understand these terminologies where we can able to link. We can link group policy to site, domain, OU, and if you link the policy to a particular OU, that OU only affected. It is like if you link to a sub OU, only for that sub OU purpose only. If you are putting link to the main OU, all sub OUs will also will affect with the policy. Next, we cannot link group policies. We cannot link the group policies to users. So, users are getting the setting, okay, but we cannot link. Difference is there. Link is different, effect is different, okay. So you cannot link on a directly on users, groups, computers, okay, or any other resources kind of stuff. We cannot link. We can link to the OU, domain, site, okay. Again we'll go to the PPT once more, okay. See, it is different type of group policies. Objects are like security settings, desktop application settings, deploy application software means installing softwares, okay. Manage folder redirection, like you created data on your desktop but data should be saved in a central location. The user is creating data on desktop, but data won't store in the desktop. It stores in central location only. That is called a folder redirection. Configure network settings like that, SID configuration, Wi-Fi settings, or maybe firewall settings. Okay, so like that we can able to enforce the policies. So, what is a group policy? Enforce various type of settings to a large number of users and computers. Anyone is all are sleeping, I think so.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not yet sleeping, or just woke up.
No, sir.
May I ask?
Not sleeping, sir.
Okay.
No. No, sir.
So, Nikita, tell me what is group policy? One statement only. Letter statements will tell. What is group policy?
Yeah, it provides central management and configuration of OS, application and users settings in an Active Directory environment.
Uh, it is a simple statement here. See, just this statement is enough.
Okay, so
Tell me the statement. That's it. Yeah, just read it.
uh, enforce various types of settings to a large number of users and computers.
So, what are the typical settings?
Apply security settings, manage desktop application settings, deploy application softwares, manage folder redirection, configure network settings.
Very. So,
Yes, sir.
okay, this is a optional. This part is optional. Typical is a optional one. It means you need to tell exactly these things. Also, you can tell in a other kind of stuff. Means you can add or subtract, or maybe as per you learn understand, you can add those things like application deployment. This is easy. Application deployment, we can deploy an application. Network settings like a firewall, enforcing firewall settings, like that. Application restrictions, okay. Printer access, like that, okay. So through network, application access settings or like that. Okay, so this is optional, but this is easy, clear. Okay, Microsoft is better than Google in sometimes. This is by Microsoft only. Okay, so I will ask one by one, so don't worry. Okay, this is how group policy container one more policy settings managed in a group policy management. So to do group policy things, first of all we should go to our server manager only. Go to server manager. What manager? Typing is easy. Reminding is difficult. Okay, tools. In the tools you have to go to group policy management. Okay, group policy management kind of stuff. Okay, next, um, so what is that group policy management, also called as group policy management console? In this one you can create a group policies and link the policies to any OU domain or a site. Okay, so a OU can have a multiple group policy settings. A OU can have a multiple group policy setting. A domain can have a multiple group policy settings. A site can have a multiple group policy settings. Okay, so here can link. So we have to create a group policy and we have to link the policies. So here stored in group policy manager.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, I'm saying what if two group policies contradict each other in a single site or
You will get a error at
Achha.
the client side.
Okay.
Normally you'll get like error if it is something like that, or better you have to verify before you do that policy. For
Put
example,
any group.
one policy is allowing, another policy is not denying, so which policy will apply? So compulsory you have to verify all the
Yes.
policies. Every policy should be
Denying.
in a single admin only. Very good question actually. I'm telling not only in a group policy kind of stuff, lot of policies, ACL kind of stuff, permission list, or so many things we do in a IT infrastructure management or a administration side. So guys, always the senior admin will take care of linking, creating, managing kind of stuff in generally, right? So what we have to do is the two things always keep in mind. The first one is before you do something or before you change something. Okay, so before you do something or before you change something or you before you create new thing, so the you have to put a question is any conflict it will generate it, that whatever you things you do, it is it any conflict will occurs. To avoid the conflict, okay, to avoid this conflict, any conflict will occur. How to avoid? Thorough knowledge. Okay, to how to avoid, so you should require what are the IT knowledge you got it. Okay, so what are the IT knowledge means, I'm not talking about technology or land. I'm talking about what is existing one, currently existing one. Your thing is going to be create any conflict or not. If conflict is occur and how to revert it back. So this is the so many questions are there. That is the first one. Always keep it in mind. Second one. What is the second one? Any idea? First one I told because
Sir, verify before making changes.
yeah, this is also verified.
Okay.
Compulsory verify is a very important before and after. Before and after. If you change something before changing and after changing properly, everything is set right and working. Compulsory. You should have a pre-knowledge before you do it, and what is the effect after do it. Test it, implement it, and verify it. Test, implement, verify it, and make sure it is working. And this is another point I'm telling. This is very, very, very important. Of course, first one is compulsory. Second one, any idea? Don't forget this thing. Document it. Always document. If you change something, whether it is working or not, that's the second point. Always document. I made this new policy. I created this new policy. If you don't documented it, for example, you are a day duty event, evening duty, someone your replacement came, and suddenly the issue is occur. He don't know what happened, what he will do. If you documented it, so he can see what change occurred last time, what is the effect of that change, is it any issue is there, like because of that change this problem is occur, or because of that this problem is occur, or it is not an issue because of that one, there is a no problem actually, not because of that one, it is because of some other things. So he will knows what you done last, whether he should follow the next step or maybe revert the existing one. Okay, so what it is the second one, guys? Always
Documented.
document it. Always document. If you want to know about clear picture of it, if you got a chance to sit with a Sai Prasad sir, ask him once. He will share his experience because he's worked in a industries, right? So he's seen a lot of bad scenarios based on this one. This is very important point. It belongs to change management. Very good question. Important. This is your work actually. So major part of your projects, majority is change management, incident management, event management, incident, problem, change. Out of all, first is a change management, incident, change. The definitions you should understand. This is simply change management. Anything you want to change is required. You have to always think why change is required. Is solve the problem? Is to create any conflicts? So better to avoid. Why I'm putting avoid here? Find out the pre-knowledge and test it properly and verify it after changes occur. Once completed, document it. Okay, so this is a very important, but I'm going to remove it. So I already write, keep in mind, right? So you have to keep it in mind. Okay, that's a very good question. And here we'll come back to this one. We are there only, so can link to site, can link to domain, can link to OU and sub OUs also. Cannot link. user group computer and other resources. We can't directly link to a user, a particular user, particular group, or a particular computer, or a particular printer like that. You cannot link the policy. Okay, so remember these things. Other things also there, but I am going to one more point. Okay, here it is. When you do policy settings, for example, group policy management, then you have to create a group policy object, and you have to edit this group policy for settings in a group policy editor. There is an editor is there. Right click edit. So group policy editor is there. Okay, so you have to edit this policy. After editing the policy, you have to link the policy. So you can link here and you cannot link here. Okay, so and also we can specify certain parameters in the edition. So when you editing the policy, it is policy settings or computer configuration or user configuration. One is computer configuration, another one is, so you can do the settings. Okay, so you can do the settings in either computer configuration or a user configuration. If you do settings in a computer configuration, restart is required. The client should be get restarted client side. So at a client CLI so client restart is required. In a client side, sign in, sorry, sign out, sign in is required. It means like you are freshly signing in, direct signing in, but you are already sign in, means already logged in. Then you have to sign out, sign in to apply the settings. When your user is running, settings won't apply. Again, I'm telling, when user is running, means when his user is working with the system, meantime I change my policies or settings or I enforce the settings, nothing will happen. Only it is affect the settings affects only when user is sign in and sign out. If you are done settings under user configuration, if you are done settings under user configuration, if you are done settings in a computer configuration, the client computer should be restart. Next reboot only the settings will apply. Otherwise it won't work. That's it. It won't apply when system is running. It's only apply in a next reboot. So we have to tell next reboot actually, but I written restart. There are so many things are there. Yeah, this is one more point. Last point I am going here. Guys, remember settings. Okay, so now how to create a group policy step by step. YouTube link. How to create a group policy step by step. First, again, server manager, tools, group policy, management. So what it will open? Group policy group policy management console will open. You have to expand one by one. So there finally you will get a group policy object. A container will be fine. So first actually you will get a forest. Under that one you will find domain. Under that one, under that one, like that you will get a complete tree. So finally you will find some group policy object. Okay. Now guys, remember these steps. First, you have to create a policy. It means right click, new, new policy. So you create a policy. Right click, new. Okay, so you are creating a group policy object actually. So create a group policy. Okay, create a policy. Next, after creating means just giving a name. That's it. It's a empty, nothing is there. It's like a empty file. Okay. Next, you have to edit the policy. You have to edit the policy. Right click, edit. That's it. Now, if you when you open edit, so what will open? Group policy management editor. Okay, group policy editor or a group policy editor, something will open. So we don't go with that one. So we are going. So edit the policy. What settings you required? Computer policy or a user configuration, computer configuration. What configuration settings you have to do? You have to do it completed. So once it is completed, close editor. Okay. So edit the group policy. Next, link the group policy. Where to link? User. Sorry. Where to link, guys? Where we can link the group policy?
Right.
Site,
The site domain and OU.
site domain OU. Okay. Default OUs won't work here. So OUs what we created, that OUs only work here only. Okay. So we can link to the OU domain or site like. Okay. Very good. We can link the policy. Then better to refresh once. Okay. Update the policy. Update the policy using a command called dp update. So last time some people asked, sir, if you don't give, what will happen? No, no problem, it will work. If you don't give this command, still work, because we are a world people. So obviously, world people having one kind of hobby is there now. So compulsory do like this. Okay, it enforce update part, because sometimes server also be lazy. Okay, on both server and client side also better to do it. Update force once, and depends upon your editing. If you are edit the policy under computer configuration, you have to restart your PC. If you are edit the policy under user configurations, so then you have to sign in that sign. Okay, the final one is verify. Verify the policy means policy is working or not. You have to verify it. So in middle points also there, but I'm not adding it to confuse you. But while I'm doing, I will tell it. So it's a general one is first create a policy, edit the policy, link the policy, update the policy, and verify the policy. Five things. Very simple one. If any case your interview asks question like what are the group, how to create a group policy, go to server manager tools, server management. Sorry, server manager tools, group policy management, and go to group policy object. So we have to follow the five steps: create, edit, link, update, verify. I I read only half question, meanwhile it is gone. So again, after all these steps, we edit again? Yeah, we can edit the policy again. Okay, so policy we can edit again. So good, good. Okay, we'll see that one. Okay, so now we'll see how to do it. Guys, ready to do it? What? This is 180 days evaluation version. Why it is shutting down? If systems are like this, when we can complete? Guys, I want to tell meantime. So as we discussed morning, some interview questions. Okay, so we discuss, and as I seen, some are repeated questions like ITL, DevOps, SQLs. Few questions are repeated questions only, but some questions newly asked. That compression, that question, performance related questions, are they didn't ask earlier. But actually, every class I taught to every batches, but that questions, even I thought, but people are not asking that questions earlier. Now they are asking that questions. So that compression related questions, access permission related questions. Of course, luckily I didn't take that batch, so no problem for me. It is not like that again. So so purely depends upon, my point is different. So that is, you don't like, people don't like that point. My point is always same, is like this. What happens at the time of interview happens, definitely, inevitable. Some people are very good studying, communication, everything. At time interview you say mama papa tate like that, all. Some people are silent, but if they perform well in this one, no one knows what is the result and what all. But our thing is, keep practicing. My point is always like, keep practice. Okay, so your questions are not always same questions will come up. It is not like that. So open up yourself, start thinking about the every part. Don't go with very difficult mind. So go with a very easy way. Okay, better to practice with others, is give more encouragement than practicing alone. Evolution is expired. How it is possible? I installed at the time of yours. Once I connected to internet, and again if I leave it, then automatically it works. That's why it is shutting down. This server is very important server, because in this one only we are going to see ride concept, iSCSI concept, like that. Now where to go for a, You have to tell me, guys. My
Software
teaching.
manager tools,
Server manager tools.
group policy management.
Are you okay like this, or have to change method for practicals? Forest domain, my domain name, group policy, object. Already two policies are there. Already two policies are there. Do not delete, don't change. Okay, if you want to read it, just click on that policy, click whatever it is. Okay, click on settings, click on settings, settings. I clicked here and click settings. Click add and add. That's it. It will automatically remove everything. Add, close. That's it. So here it will show what are the policies existing under this one, domain policies. Same for domain controller policy also. Computer security. Not more. Okay, we'll see that one later. Now I'm going to create a policy, guys. First of all, I need a client to show what happens if I create a policy. What I'm going to do is someone is trying to tell anything? Today only I will tell one policy. Tomorrow, actually, better to check with my old videos. I created two policies minimum, and third is a printer policy. Okay. This is starter GPO. This is starter GPO. What is starter GPO means? It's a pre-existing policies are there, group policies. We are take it as a template, and we just modify as per our requirement, and we can use it directly instead of creating all the settings in a policies and all. We don't need to do it. You can see the sites here. I think no sites for ready for this one. First practical is very simple because I practice so many times. Yes, still Chandana is there.
Ah, depended on. Okay.
Ah, when time is less, Jyoti become in non-cooperative or lazy. Computers, people, everything. Yeah, it's open finally. Okay, I'm going to control panel. Look at carefully. So what I'm going to do, what actually I'm doing here. Oh, how much time it will take? See how much time it is taking. Even network is also not there. I put it in VM net 1. Okay, guys, look at here. I'm going to. I went to the control panel, network and internet. You can, if you see internet options here, you can see change your home page. So when you click on change your home page, okay, you can see internet properties. You can see internet properties general tab. This is a general tab, security tab, privacy tab, content tab, connections and program and advanced. The first tab is general tab, next tab is security tab. So in general tab, you can see home page. It means when you open a Internet Explorer or a Microsoft Edge, automatically it will open this link. this specific link. Otherwise you can change this link as per your requirement in general. Next, startups, tabs, like how to open the tabs, deleting browsing history, deleting the browsing history, appearance like a color, language, font, accessibility. These are the settings and entries are there here. This is the general tab. Okay, it is open. Okay, so when I click change your home page, so I can able to change my home page in a general tab. Or if you open with a internet options, same thing, general tab is open and this is the home page and other settings. So what I'm going to do is when I click on change your home page, it directly throw a message access denied. Access denied. Next, when I click on internet options, it won't show the general tab also. So directly from general tab also I can't change my home page, and this option also not leading to home page option. Entire this general tab will be disabled. Okay, so that settings I'm going to do it. So I showed in a client side now. Okay, so what I'm going to restrict, that I showed in a client, go to the control panel, internet, network and internet, and go to internet options, change your home page, click it, open the general tab and home page kind of stuff, and that won't be open, and your general tab will be gone automatically after I do this one. Look at here, group policy object. The first step is, what is the first step? To create a group policy. But to tell new, first step is create a group policy. On group policy objects, right click, new. For example, if you want to create under directly IT support directly, like create a group policy in this domain, link it here, like this also you can do it directly. It will link under that OU only, but I'm not doing like that. I'm going to right click on group policy object, new, put some name. I put a IE restriction. So this is my name. Okay, just this is a policy name only, it do nothing, it don't do anything. Click OK. And I will go to the scope one. So I click on IE restrictions. So if you see, it is not linked any place, so it is a link location is empty. It is applied on a authenticated users, means any user in the domain can get authenticated. So all users in the domain is authenticated only. Details, and if you see under computer configuration, no settings defined, no settings defined. Okay, so what is the next step? Huh?
Edit settings.
Edit. Okay, right click on the our group policy object, edit. Guys, don't do parallelly, it is recorded now, so later you can see the record and also you can able to do parallelly. If you do parallelly, it's difficult. You will get irritated. So always I do under user configuration only, but my point is better to go to all policies, computer configuration under all policies, at least check it. but I like user configurations. Why? Because only restart, not required to, sorry, only sign out, sign in, not required to restart the entire computer. So computer configuration policies. So somewhere in these policies you will find that one, like you can see control panel, okay, or maybe a programs regional options like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is, it's very difficult to find in a where it is my required one is available. So I'm going to search my one. So what I'm going to do is user configuration policies administrative templates. I click on settings, all settings. Okay, all settings. So I'm going little bit up. So filter on, filter on. Next, again go to actions, filter options, filter on, filter options. Then I got this filter option. Select this one, enable keyword filters. Enable keyword filters. So I'm going to find out Jana. So I am trying to
Right,
type.
GENE, sir.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Out.
GE, sir. GENE. GAUL.
6 o'clock effect. 5:30 effect actually it is. General page. Change it to exact. It is any is there. Change it to exact. Then go to OK like this. So I click on all settings again once more. You can see disable general page, hide general page. Beside you will see the description of it also. You can see the description. If you do this policy, what happen? That will explain by their description only. Guys, one more thing here. So if you try, okay, so not configured means it is not at change, it is not enabled, not a disable. So double click on it, disable general page, double click on it. This is your policy setting page. Not configured means it won't work. Okay, enabled, if you enable this one means the what are the things it is written, it is applied. What are the things will written, like disabling, changing home page settings, temporary internet files, deleting file history settings, you can't able to change it. Okay, next, if you enable a policy by accidentally, okay, you enable a policy by accidentally, now you don't want that one. So what you have to do, you have to disable the policy, apply, then not configured, apply, okay. So that is a thing. Okay, so if you enable it, apply okay is good. If you are accidentally enable some different policy which is not required now, so you can enable it. So you disable, apply, not configured, apply, like that. Okay, so currently I'm enabling. So no options, no options required, just this is the things will happens. This is the column bit. First is zoom, second one is okay. Now apply. Okay. Now policy is enabled. Close the editor. So don't forget to close this thing. Close the editor. After closing, just refresh once. I said no, middle. We have to do few things. Refresh. See IE restrictions. settings. So what are the settings in this policy? Show, like that you can see what policy you created, you can able to see properly. Okay, so retrieve the from local system something, user configuration. So some internet explorer related thing is created, it is shown. Guys, I created a policy, I edit the policy. What is the next step?
Enable the policies.
Link
Next
it.
step is signing sign out of client.
We are not yet linked. Policy is there,
Yeah,
but you have to tell
you have to link.
where to link, like on OU or
Link,
OU or
yes, sir.
a domain or a site. So you have to check it. Just to avoid the more lagging in the signing and signing out. So I am checking where is Chandana is there, because currently logged in user is Chandana. Yeah, Chandana is in a developer Java OU, under developer Java OU. Okay, so I am linking to Java OU only. So I will check it once again. This is the developer Java OU. Right click, link existing GPO. Okay, link existing GPO. So create a policy, edit the policy, link the policy. So on Java only I'm editing. Okay, so IE restriction I selected, which is the policy name. This is just a name only. If you put GPO one also okay, but better to give proper names. So then you can understand what is the case. It is. Okay, so I link the policy. So better click on this forest, refresh. Next, update the policy, both side. If you don't do it, updating, no problem.
Sir, it's
GRU.
GPU,
GP
GP update.
update. Very good. Almost like 5:30 onwards. Still my body is not cooperating with me. Policy updated successfully. Why we should do it? Again and again I'm telling, it is not required. If you don't do it also no problem. It will work. Why I'm telling like that? This is in a client side. The client side also I'm doing. Okay, so in a client side also I'm doing. So what is the reason is, time synchronization issues are there. It is trying to pull the policy from server to client, but it won't apply, but it will verify time synchronization, authorization, or any other issues are there, or conflicts are there, policy conflicts are there. It will display at the client side in this command, in this window only. It will display. It is showing a successful means it's good. If it is showing some issue, definitely there is an issue. So I'm going to sign out and sign in as Chandana only. If I log in as a Chandana or Jagan, both are okay. Why? Because of in Java OU, I have a two users are there. Sign out. This is easy, better. Sign out anyway. Okay, better I will go to other user. Okay, and I will type Chandana only. Password is admin at the rate one two
Chandana
three.
spelling is wrong.
It's not Chanadana, it's Chandana.
Extra A is there.
Okay. So you can divide it Chana, Dana, Da, Na. So actually it will give actually good meaning. Chana, Dana. Okay, it is login. Instead of saying login, it is lagging only. Already I put a control R. Still, I have to wait for a response. Happens. Don't worry. I know. Still, it is loading. I think for a second batch. One day I put a Sunday full day class. Total DevOps tools installation only. No theory, nothing. So only practicals, only installations only one day. So we started with a Windows 10 installation completed before day. The day is one by one Git and all things. So what happened? Backend system is updating and system become very slow, dead slow. Virtual machine. Is it running? Go to control panel. Now what to check? Internet, network and internet. Change your home page. Click. So instead of open that property kind of box, it is showing access to this feature has been disabled by a restriction set by your administrator. Got it? So if you want to change your home page, you click here. You cannot able to do it. So through the server, I restricted at client side. This is I'm doing in client side. In server side, I created a policy, I linked the policy, and updated the policies. But in a client side, verify the policy. Client side, verify the policy. So I came to the Windows 10. I open a control panel, internet, network and internet. So and then I click on a change your home page. Now it is showing restrictions. So understand, we create a policy in server, but it is applied on client machine. Internet options. So I click on internet options. So what happened?
No more general tab.
General
General tab
tab
is
is
not there.
useful.
So you, if in case you want to delete your history from web browser, your IE browser, You want to delete it, you can't delete it. Good, no?
Very good.
Okay, so that like that. So be careful when you are
Sir,
browsing.
even
Make sure that can you able
sir,
to
even
delete
if
it.
we open the browser also we can't, sir.
Which one?
Sir, even if you try to clear the browsing history of Internet Explorer by going to the settings in the Explorer,
Yeah,
we
if
can't,
you
sir.
go there, same window will open. This window only open. Internet
Okay, sir.
Explorer only. I'm not talking about other things. Okay. Of course, we can delete it anyway. Possibilities are so many are there, but directly, general tab is disabled. You can't change settings related to general tab kind of stuff and like this. Okay. So this is your practical, guys. That's it. Tomorrow, if possible, I will jump to DHCP tomorrow. Today only I will forward DHCP PPTs. Okay, I will try to forward today DHCP DNS PPTs today only. Morning I will start DHCP, and then if I have a time, like at least half an hour time, I will show you one group policy. Then afternoon I will go to DNS. If I have a time after DNS, I will show you printer, and printer also having group policies. That's beautiful one. Okay. In mainly in administration, policy is also one major part. Okay. And morning someone is asked me about which policy. Password policy. So password must meet complexity requirement enabled. Which policy? Default domain policy. Under domain, default domain policy means all users in the domain should obey with that policy. So that policy is here. Enabled. Okay. 7 characters minimum. 42 days life of your password. Okay.
Sir, can we also see like client passwords through the
Yeah,
server?
this is under domain, right? It is under domain means all users in the domain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This policy is
No, sir, I'm
enforced to
saying can
everyone.
we see their no, I'm saying, sir, can we see their passwords also?
Can we?
See their passwords?
No. That is not possible. That is encrypted password, reverse encrypted passwords. That is, we can't see their passwords. So you have to enforce that related settings also. Remember where it is. Computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, security settings, show, pass, account policies. Under that one, password policy. I will show you that one. Right click, edit, default domain policy. Right click, edit, computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, security settings, Windows settings, security settings. It's quite easy, of course, but I want to show you from there to here. This is account policy, password policy, like this. Password must meet complexity, disable. If you disable it, so you need to give a policy, you need to give a complex password compulsory. Okay, we can change other parameters also. This is actually teaching a group policy part is these policies only very important policies. Guys, go through this one. Account policy, what are the password policies? Okay, account lockout policy, Kerberos policy. Okay, that's it. Main important local policies. Okay, so if you want to see what it is, you can see. This is also good one. But important, these three policies: password policy, account lockout policy, Kerberos policies. Read these things. No need to change anything. No need to change anything. Just read it. Go to account policy, maximum password age, showing 42. Explain. It will explain the information. Minimum maximum password age is how much you can able to put it like that. Enforce password history 24. Last 24 password it will remember. And also look at all these things: wide network, Windows Defender, firewall. Okay, so you can easily explain what is the group policies in an interview as well as while you're working. So it's like a habitual area, if in case if you are in that point. Okay.
Sir, can a server access the user's data also?
That is, you have to can user data where it is stored. Based on that, like, data is stored in centrally with user restrictions. Then server admin can override anything, override users permissions. Server admin is like a god type, so he can override any permissions. Okay, so once you are completed, oh, see, so why these many are open
So
here.
so this may be a drawback of using services for a user.
I didn't get it.
Sir, I'm saying then this must be a drawback for a user on using server call services.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Which is a drawback? I didn't get it.
Like the server can control anything, no sir, of the user, like their data and everything.
Yeah, server is, what is the purpose of server? We are using that purpose only, like not like it is
Dictator.
a demon or something kind of stuff. It controls all the client. Okay,
But
like
it
evil
can,
demon.
but it can, no sir, if the server